Hi, my name is Brian Clancy. I'm currently a student at Leeds University studying Business and Management. This is my interpretation of marketing myths and a review of my first three lectures. First of all, I'm going to start off talking about what marketing is, who uses it and why. I will also talk about marketing myths and their links to reality, market orientations and their benefits, and my experience of what I have learned so far. So, what is marketing and who uses it? Marketing is simply putting the customer first. The customer is at the heart of all the decisions made by a business. Marketing is about meeting the needs of a customer and ensuring they have the correct product or service at the right time. The Chartered Institution of Marketing said in 2014 that marketing is the management process of anticipating, identifying, and satisfying customer requirements profitably. So, small and large organisations use marketing, sole traders use marketing, non-for-profit organisations use marketing, and the reason is to grow, to thrive, and also to gain market share. The marketing mix is a business tool used in marketing. It is sometimes vital when determining a product or brand's offer. It is the all-important 4 Ps: price, product, promotion, and place. For price, you need to take into consideration how are you going to price the product. Are you going to give it an expensive price tag and go for that market, or sell it cheap? Where do potential customers look for your product or service? If they look in a store, what kind? A boutique or a supermarket or both? Or online, or maybe direct via a catalogue? And how can you access the right distribution channels? For product, you need to take into consideration what does the customer want from the product or service? What needs does it satisfy? What features does it have to meet these needs? Is there anything you have missed out? Are you including costly features that the customer won't actually see? How and where will the customer use it? What size or colour and so on should it be? And also, how is it branded? For promotion, you need to consider where and when can you get across your marketing messages to your target market. Will you reach your audience by advertising online or on the TV or radio or on billboards? How do your competitors do their promotions? And how does that influence your choice of promotional activity? For place, you need to consider where do buyers look for your product or service. If they look in a store, what kind of store will it be? A specialist boutique or a supermarket such as Asda or Tesco's, or maybe both, or online or direct. How can you access the right distribution channels? What do your competitors do, and how can you learn from that or differentiate? The first marketing myth is a satisfied customer is a loyal customer. Now, of course, businesses want satisfaction and loyalty. However, they will necessarily not get this. If a customer is a first-time buyer, for example, they are going to buy a car, and they purchase this and are satisfied with the car, this does not mean they are loyal. As soon as a better deal comes along, they will change to a different company. Another example of this is Mobile phone carriers such as AA, they may have many satisfied customers, however, they are not loyal because as soon as a better deal comes along, they will leave. The second marketing myth is a strong brand is invincible. Well, the German car maker Volkswagen is now involved in the worst scandal seen in its 78-year history after it admitted to manipulating emissions test data on its diesel vehicles in the US and Europe. Volkswagen have been under huge pressure to sell diesel cars in the US. The Environmental Protection Agency's findings cover 482,000 cars in the US only. Some of these include the VW manufactured Audi A3 and VW models Jetta, Beetle, Golf and Passat. But VW have actually admitted that about 11 million cars worldwide, including 8 million in Europe, are fitted with the so-called defeat device. This shows something like this can ruin a brand's name in just a couple of moments. The next myth is advertising always affects sales. John Lewis's advert, Monty the Penguin, came on screen since 2014. This is their Christmas advert that had proven to increase sales. John Lewis actually reported a fantastic start to Christmas trading, with sales on the weekend on Saturday 8th of November rising to 96 million, which is a 5% increase on last year. Also, online sales jumped by 17%. However, this is not the same for all retailers. Marks & Spencer said general clothing sales fell 0.4% in the 3 months to June, although it is much better than last year's when it was recorded at 1.5% decline. Marks & Spencer's actually hired glamorous models such as Rosie Huntington-Whiteley to feature in their adverts to try and boost sales. So, what does market orientation mean? It simply means you are extremely focused on what a customer wants. Richardson, Kelly and James in 2015 defined marketing orientation as understanding current and future customer needs and wants in order to develop products and services that offer value for the customer, distinctive from offers of other companies which can be profitably produced. Hence, companies must recognize the importance of continuing research in the marketplace and ongoing relationships with customers. Being market-oriented can attract new customers. Satisfied customers as the business is focusing on what the customer wants. It can increase sales, increase in market share, profitability can be increased and improve a business's reputation. However, not all companies are market-oriented. An example of product-oriented company is Primark. They have high volumes, they stock their shelves high and sell their products cheap. Now on to production orientation. They have medium volumes and occasionally high margins. They also attract early adopters. An example of this is Rolls-Royce. They make and produce products when ordered. Then the early adopters want the newest, fashionable cars as soon as it comes out. Rolls-Royce add to existing ideas. Sales orientation is where a company's main focus is simply selling what they produce. They can take large market share. An example of a sales-oriented business is Ford. They rely heavily on sales-oriented approaches to sell their vehicles.